Hi friends, I'm just out with the doggies. Oh, look at these guys, they're so cute. Where are ya? There's a Zoe, there's a Jack. But I wanted to hop on here for a little bit and talk to you about a big realization I had this morning about addictions. And I know that word is pretty heavy, it's pretty stigmatized, and it's not something that we like talking about too much because it's really uncomfortable. But I got a really big nudge to deal with some of these patterns in myself lately, which is kind of interesting. But I had a big aha this morning about how addictions are so tied to self-denial, denial of the self, denial of the heart, denial of our emotions, denial of our feelings, denial of our worthiness, denial of our gifts, just denial of who we are at our core. Because somewhere along the line, we've picked up an idea that we're not enough, that we're not worthy. And so addiction covers so much more than substance abuse, okay? It can be an addiction to food, sugar, caffeine, destructive thoughts, destructive patterns, destructive behaviors, addictions to certain types of relationships, addiction to drama. That's a big one too. I mean, look at all the reality shows that are on TV. We love drama. And all of these things, all of these crutches help us to numb and help us to not feel what's really going on. And it just, gives us permission to deny ourselves even further. And so we feel the feelings, we deny their validity, we go to the crutch, and it feels good in the beginning, but then we also know that it's not good for us. And so it just kind of adds to that whole idea of not being good enough. I'm so weak. I felt these feelings and it was really hard. So I went to this thing that I usually do because that's easier. And now I'm even more of a piece of shit. And then it starts getting into punishing yourself because you know inside that this isn't actually going to fix the problem, but you keep doing it anyway because it's almost like in your brain, like, well, you said you're going to do it, so you frickin' finish it because you're not worthy. It gets kind of crazy in there. And it's just such a pervasive thing in our society. But nobody talks about it, and I want to talk about it, and I want to blow the lid off this thing and get people talking about it and let people know that they're not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. If you feel crazy and you feel some really heavy emotions, there is nothing wrong with that. It is part of being human, and it is part of figuring out who you are. And if you're struggling right now, that's okay. I'm not saying give yourself permission to just lose yourself in these addictions. I don't want to say that at all. Don't go down that road. But also know that you don't have to punish yourself for feeling these things and feeling this way. Because you're not the only one. Okay? There's so many of us who feel that pain. And we know how hard it is. And we know how deep that rabbit hole can go. And I just want to help. If you're in this kind of situation right now and you're feeling hopeless, helpless, victimized, know that there is a support system. And I'm not the only one who will back you up and hold your hand and help you through this. And you can cry all over me if you want. Doesn't matter. It's not all over my shirt. I can wash that shit. But if that's what you need to process this and to feel these things, I want to help. Because I know what it's all about. I was an alcoholic for many years. And hid it from a lot of people. I got real good at hiding it. So, like, I know, I know, dude. I know where you're at. I know how you're feeling. I know how hopeless it might seem. And I know what it takes to reprogram your brain and start to make different decisions. But you're just one decision away from starting to change things. One decision every day, one decision every hour. Sometimes you have to like break it down into like hours and minutes because it can get so overwhelming. But one decision every minute, every hour, every day, every week adds up big time. I know it's hard. We do have hard times sometimes. And there are a lot of heavy emotions. So just know that you're not broken. You're not flawed. There's nothing wrong with you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. And I'm here. And I'm sending so much love to anyone who's struggling right now. Anyone who's watching this video, just sending you so much love. Okay? And so much support. And so much sunshine. And if you're liking these videos, I'd love it if you'd subscribe and let me know that you're getting something from this. Give me a comment. Let me know. I'll put my email address in the comments as well. You can email me if that's easier, if you don't want to be like out in the open about it. And just know that it's okay. It's gonna be okay. And I got your back. And you have control. You have the power to make your life everything you want it to be. That is in you. So, just remember that. Just remember that. You have all the tools, you have everything that you need inside yourself to do anything you want to do. Make it an awesome day today, and I'll talk to you guys real soon. Okay, bye.